Well, this game sucked. I think overall wise, it started off just in a very bad spot. When you start off by Williamson doing as bad as he did, and it's his first start of the season. I'm not really putting too much on Williamson here. I will say once Nick comes back, I think it's definitely going to be Nick's job. But yeah, the first couple innings were just rough. He was not doing good, and he looked like he was getting worse and worse as the innings went on. He ended up only pitching 5 innings, and in the second inning, they gave up back-to-back homers, one with multiple people on base. So after that, it kind of felt like this game was a hogwash. Like, yeah, it was just like, again, what, 6-1 after the fourth inning, and it was just kind of a hogwash. I mean, I don't think anyone really thought looking at this game like, oh yeah, we're gonna come back and do anything, because Williamson just wasn't it, man. And it sucks because we had some really good defense, a lot of good defensive players in this game, but just the pitching sucked. And it got better once the bullpen came in. I give a lot of props to that. Our one run we had here in the bottom of the third was actually because of an error. So I will give Hayes credit because Hayes did have a single today. And he also had a deep, he hit it deep here all the way to the back, and Cruz and some other guy for the Pirates like ran into each other and had an error, which is how we got the one run. We scored because of an error right there. So, I mean, for what it is, Hayes, yes, if there wasn't an error, he would have been out on that first one and we wouldn't have scored our first run. But still he's hitting some good balls. It's just a lot of times it ends up being just flyouts at this point, but it is what it is. I will say though, for our offense, really did not look good today. Like across the board, did not look good. We did end up hitting 2 back-to-back homers, Elly De La Cruz and Sal Stewart in the ninth inning. Bottom of the eighth inning. But outside of that, it was just an ugly game. We got our first hit of the game in the 7th inning. Like, let that sink in. It took us 7 innings to get a hit. And we finally did. It wasn't anything special. I will also say I do feel bad for Gino, because Gino, yet again, at the very end of this game, he goes up with bases loaded and he strikes out, which is like his 3rd or 4th time he had bases loaded and struck out. So I just feel bad for him, man, because I feel like everyone gets on him for that, because that's why we got him, right? To have bases loaded and him hit a grand sandwich. But in the end, it just doesn't really work. I mean, that's really what it comes down to at this point. It's just, yeah. We get him up there and we had bases loaded, and it's like the 3rd or 4th time he strikes out or hits a ground out or hits a fly out. And it is what it is. But Marty's, by the way, the one who scored in the 3rd off of the error from Hayes. So, I mean, hey, well, not technically his error. It was actually Cruz's error. So it did count as one error for them. They did have 8 hits in this game. We had 6 total. We actually started doing really good at the end. It seemed like we were going to make a comeback here and potentially win, which is huge because tomorrow we're playing Skeens. But we didn't. We did not. We had 2 homers, and then they got back on offense, and then they scored twice. And yeah, they actually scored a homer when the guy was already on base. So they got their 2 runs. So again, it is what it is. You can't win them all. Right, you just gotta accept the fact that this is why baseball is such a long season, because anything could happen and single games don't matter as much. Although you do want to win the series versus, the Pirates because of the divisional opponent. But tomorrow we do get to have our beautiful Andrew Abbott back as our starting pitcher, so our pitching should be good tomorrow. Although they also have their best pitcher tomorrow. So, again, it's like one of those things, man. It's going to be a back-to-back game, and I'm excited because I love baseball. I love, these competitive games, and this game was just a mess, okay? This was not competitive. This was an ugly game, and I hope not to have any game like this anytime soon. Because holy, that game was bad. That was a bad game. Williamson, man, I love you, but like you really, really killed my soul in this game. Like there was no if and buts about it. He destroyed my soul and watched me as my soul got destroyed throughout this game. So let's like I said, let's never let that happen again. And once Nick comes back, I think he will officially be the starter again, and we won't have to worry about anything related to Williamson at that point. But we just have to wait and see. I don't know. Long season. The long, frustrated season. Oh man. So how long was this game? I actually did not check the length of this game yet. So this game today was 3 hours and 8 minutes. So far, this is how long the games have been. I didn't stream on Sunday, so a little side note. But 3:08 today, 2:30 yesterday. Yesterday's game was so fast. 2 hours and 30 minutes is insanely crazy fast. And then it looks like 3 hours and 37 minutes on Saturday. This was the 11 innings game. And then opening day was 2 hours and 45 minutes. So, yeah, definitely a good chunk of time. I will be live, guys, for tomorrow's game. It starts at 12:40. Should be a good game. Again, literally, it's going to be Paul Skeens versus Andrew Abbott. So, should be a really good game for that reason. ESPN currently has us at a 50.7% chance to win this game. So, going into this game today, ESPN had us at like a 45% chance. Like, they automatically said we're not going to win this game today. Like, they were very confident we weren't going to win this game today, which we did. But tomorrow's game is going to be 50.7 to 49.3. So they do think we're going to win. I think it's going to be a very close game, but we are going to win in the end, which I think we're going to win. I think with Andrew Abbott at starting pitcher, we're going to win. 100% we're going to win. As long as we don't have Williamson. It's funny, too, because all of the other pitchers, like Chase Burns, amazing. Even Singer with his blockbuster blister injury still looks so much better than Williamson. Oh, love you, Williamson. Love you, man. Just let's not do that again. Please. Peace, guys.